When I was a young child, my mother would read to me her favorite Langston Hughes poem, Mother to Son.
In the poem, the narrator, a black mother speaking to her black son, uses a torn up, dilapidated staircase as a metaphor to describe the many challenges in her life and how she continues to persist in the face of these challenges. Mother to Son was published 100 years ago, during the heart of Jim Crow and segregation in the US. And my mother thought it appropriate to read this poem to me daily, because she knew what adversity awaited me as a black boy in the US, in this world. It's for that reason I worked so hard to reimagine our economic system to ensure that everyone, regardless of gender, race, sexuality, place of birth, everyone is afforded prosperity and good health. That is not how our society nor our economy works today. Our current system is based on extraction, exploitation, and concentrated power. I witnessed it firsthand as my parents attempted to achieve the American dream. How my mother's pension from her employer got smaller and smaller with each passing year, extending her retirement age. For nearly 10 years, my mother has tried to convince herself that this is the year she will retire. My father, who has worked much of his adult life in food and hospitality services, worked himself into a heart attack in his mid-40s, while his benefits and salary stagnated. Meanwhile, the company he worked for was repeatedly acquired by one faceless multinational corporation after another, oftentimes at a considerable profit to its prior investors and owners. But what if workers, like my father, cooperatively owned and operated the companies that employed them, asserting their own economic interests? What if parents, like my own, weren't simply relying on the diminishing commitments to their pension funds, but could collectively acquire and own real estate and land with their fellow neighbors, benefiting from the appreciated wealth created in their own communities? I don't want another black child to read Mother to Son 100 years from now and feel as though it were written yesterday. What if we chose regeneration, shared prosperity, and distributed power over extraction, exploitation, and concentrated power? What if we created an economic system that liberates and restores black people, people of color, the working class, and the poor? That is the future I'm working to build.